Google just held its I/O 2026 event, and they announced a whole bunch of stuff. Let's get into it.
Hello, Showline, and hello to everyone watching from around the world. Recently, Maps got its biggest upgrade in a decade, including a new feature called Ask Maps. People are using it to ask more complex and much longer questions. Here's a real query from a parent. My kid just fell into the duck pond, and the wedding starts in 30 minutes. Where can I walk and buy her a dress? I'd like to hear how that turned out. We're also bringing this conversational AI to two more products. First, ask.
So you asked the map and it gave you the directions, right? But I think it also all depends on where do you live and how accurate is the information around you. Because it doesn't matter how smart AI is, right? If Google Maps is not updated, which these days, not frequently, but occasionally I find stores that are not updated or locations that are not updated, that are not there anymore. So this is fine, but it also means they need to update their maps constantly and frequently more than ever, because the AI is going to just confidently give an answer and they're going to walk to the purple butterfly and it's not going to be nothing there. Come to realize purple butterfly closed like 3 months ago. So this is a very, very good feature. And especially if you're traveling, you can give it a proper prompt and it will recommend you spots that are specific to your needs. And I think that's very smart.
YouTube. People come to YouTube every day to ask a lot of questions. It's a lot of great videos. Sometimes it's hard to know where to start. Ask YouTube entirely reimagines the experience. Say you want to teach your 3-year-old how to ride a pedal bike, and they already know how to ride a balance bike. Just ask YouTube. You will see a couple of differences in results. The information is digestible and easy to navigate. You get an overview and helpful tips. You will see videos that best match your interest, so if you want to try a specific method of teaching, you can go deeper there. And best of all, it jumps right to the part of the video most relevant for you. It remembers the context, so you can follow up with questions like, should I buy one with handbrakes or pedal brakes, making it an ongoing conversation. It even lays out the information in a table, so it's easy to compare. We are starting to test Ask YouTube now, and it'll roll out broadly in the US this summer.
I was excited. I thought this was going to be available sooner, but they had a similar feature if you're a premium subscriber. If you have Google Premium and you signed up for Google Premium, if you have YouTube Premium and you signed up for the lab experiments, they give you beta features to test out and play out. And some of them are really cool and really fun. One of the beta features, and I think they rolled it out for everybody after a little while. So I'm not sure if non-premium members saw this or they didn't see it, but they had this feature where there will be a box that said, just explain to YouTube what you want, and it will pull up the videos that are specific to that prompt. Unfortunately, it wasn't working properly at all. And every time you would ask for anything, it would pull up some nonsense video that was like tangentially related, barely related to what you needed. But if you just use the search, your exact video will pop up. So that I would like to see how accurate this Ask YouTube is, but also it shows you so many different YouTube videos. Wouldn't it be more beneficial if it found like the best one instead of like breaking apart the response in so many different videos? So I think that's going to be a frustrating thing. I mean, for me, but I don't want to watch 5 different videos from 5 different creators if I have like a simple question, and I'd rather just watch one whole video on the topic and just learn what I need to learn and be done with it. One comprehensive, cohesive video through and through. But we'll see how this turns out.
With Docs Live, you can just verbally brain dump whatever is on your mind and let Gemini do the rest. Let's see it in action with a demo from our product team. This is all in real time, not sped up.
All right, let's try this out. So I just remembered I'm doing an alumni talk for my high school's career day tomorrow. I need to come up with some talking points to explain what I do for a living as a software engineer, but I'm not really sure where to start. Oh, actually, can you just pull my resume from Drive? Although that might be boring. Maybe can you come up with some funny analogies so it'll be more of an engaging talk for the students? Oh, and also, I think the school sent me an email. I think the subject is something like career day logistics. Maybe just grab the details from there, throw them at the top of the doc so I know where to go and what time to get there. Let's just update those requirements and turn this straight into a draft.
I mean, isn't this what Gemini chat UI already does? So if I'm understanding this correctly, this lives in Google Docs and is connected to everything, because Gemini already is connected to everything. And once you set up your credentials, it'll do the exact same thing in its own UI. So I'm not sure what's really different here. People clapping. Bro, you're clapping for a feature that
This
was
is cool,
already
but
there.
it's a little dense. Maybe format the analogies as a table so it's a little easier for me to scan. And also add a note to tell the story about how my brother inspired me to become a software engineer, sort of at the top of my doc, and bold it so I don't miss it. Yeah, that looks great.
I see. Okay. Instead of regenerating the document, which is something that will eat up your tokens, it'll just edit the document. That's pretty cool. But you also can still do that with other AIs. So this is groundbreaking for Gemini and Google Docs because of the widespread use. But you can just tell Claude to push something to Notion or any other workspace and tell ChatGPT to look over the document Claude just pushed. And yeah, the edits won't be right there. You won't be able to see in real time what's going on with the document. And you gotta like refresh the page and stuff. But I mean, they refresh the page here. So I don't know what's going on. What's the difference? But they already can do that. You can already set up these AIs to not only push documents to your workspace, but also go over those, edit them, find other relevant documents, and kind of use everything. But I guess this is more of a simpler way, and it's an all-in-one thing. So instead of regenerating the document over and over again like we used to, now it's live edited.
In the future, you'll be able to create new docs and edit them directly, all with your voice. Docs Live is rolling out for Pro and Ultra subscribers this summer, and the same powerful voice capabilities will come to Gmail and Google Keep then too.
I'm excited to announce Gemini Omni.
This is a cool style. This is what
A new model that can
am
create
excited for.
anything from any input. It combines Gemini's intelligence with the best of our generative media models for a new level of world understanding, multimodality, and editing. Models like Veo, Nano Banana, and Genie are able to create extremely realistic videos, images, and interactive simulations. Although not perfect, they already demonstrate some impressive notions of intuitive physics. And with Omni, we've now made even more progress. It's a step change in simulating things like kinetic energy and gravity. Previous systems would have found these concepts difficult. Gemini's world knowledge and reasoning really shine in Omni. It can translate complex ideas into highly accurate videos. So for example, you can give it a simple prompt like make a claymation explainer of protein folding, and get this.
Proteins start as chains of amino acids. They fold into patterns like the alpha helix, and flat sections called beta sheets, forming a perfect three-dimensional shape.
But the initial generation
That's amazing. This gotta be the craziest thing I've seen so far with any AI ever. That's insane. Imagine just the possibilities. And this is the announcement. And usually when they announce these models, they're impressive, but they still got some issues when they roll them out. Imagine this model a few months from now when it's been updated and people are using it and they find all these different ways to work with it and the possibilities. Like just that one prompt, just wow. I do wonder how long the generations is gonna take, but even if it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, You couldn't have made that in 15 minutes. So this really speeds up anything you're planning to do with that video. I'm not trying to hype it up too much, and I want to see the accuracy firsthand, but that was incredible. And I'm lying if I say I'm not excited.
Is just the start. The creative process is rarely a single step. It's usually iterative. Just like Nana Banana redefined image editing, Omni gives you a more natural way to edit video with conversational language. What's really cool is you can give it your own videos, for example, this selfie, and change reality in a really fun way. You can easily adjust the detail.
I'm pretty sure it was waiting for claps and oohs and ahs and oh man, that was a little awkward.
And style, or even add elements. And the whole scene morphs to reflect your new idea.
We are now going a step further and
It still got that sheen to it, that AI generated sheen, which, I mean, obviously with time, they're gonna get it out of there. GPT Image 2 actually got rid of that, and the pictures are so realistic, and the photos it generates are so good, and it's not obvious right away that it's AI generated, which it's huge advancement in and of itself. This is a very powerful model, but some of the effects were a little shaky, and you know, they had the sheen to them. They were a little bit. It was obvious that it's AI generated, but that was some of the effects, not everything. But I think, as I said before, in the future, this is going to be an incredible model, and it's very exciting.
Adding content credentials verification across products. This will show you if the origin of the content was AI or a camera, and if it's been edited with generative AI tools. In this example, Gemini can tell this photo was captured with the Pixel camera and then edited with Google Photos. We want more people to have easy access to these tools.
How accurate is that, though? How accurate is that? If the AIs are already subject to hallucination and inaccuracies, how accurate is Gemini with Synth ID? And how legitimate is Synth ID? As in, is it something that's like locked in the image and you can't take it out, or is it something that people can take it out and it's not really? It's just something in the metadata that it can be wiped. It's very interesting, but I do wonder about the accuracy.
So we are expanding both Synth ID and content credentials verification to search and Chrome. You can simply circle to search or right-click in Chrome and ask, was this generated with AI? And you'll get a clear response along with other helpful context. For example, this image was making the rounds on social media last year. It's obviously fake. I don't eat hamburgers. It might not be as clear to everyone else. That's where these tools can be really useful. Of course, this only works at scale if more partners decide to watermark their own AI-generated content. NVIDIA signed on to Synth ID last year. And today, I'm thrilled to announce that OpenAI, Kakao, and Levin Labs are adopting Synth ID too.
OpenAI is huge. They have one of the most powerful models.
And today, I'm excited to introduce Gemini 3.5 Flash.
Let's go.
Our first in a series of...
They finally dropped it. It was long rumored. Everybody was waiting for it, and they finally dropped it. I'm excited to see what this model can do, but more importantly, I'm excited for the Pro version that's coming up. That's gonna be a crazy model.
Models combining frontier intelligence with action. Two things I would highlight. First, when compared to 3.1 Pro, Flash is better across the board, almost all benchmarks. It's made huge progress in coding. And look at that extraordinary jump in GDP val, a benchmark that captures many real-world economically valuable tasks. Second, 3.5 Flash is a very capable model at the frontier and comparable to the best models, but much, much faster, which is why when you look at the intelligence versus output speed.
I love Claude Opus Max. Oh my God, Claude OpenSmax, the leftmost. It's the slowest model out there. Oh my God. That's incredible though. The accuracy on the y-axis, artificial analysis intelligence index on the y-axis, and output speed on the x-axis. That it's in a quadrant never seen before. Usually if you have a pro model, it's always on the slower side, but it's worth it. But now, and when we say slow, I mean it's a difference of 5 seconds to a minute. So I don't think it's even the speed is even that crazy. Like the slow ones are, I don't mind the slow ones. But I get for some jobs and for some specific tasks, the faster the better. Especially if it's like a reactive agent, you want it to be able to act and go as fast as possible.
It's in a whole league of its own in the top right quadrant. When looking at output tokens per second, it's 4 times faster than other frontier models, and it's incredible delight to use.
And now, anti-gravity is massively expanding its suite of agentic capabilities, surfaces, integrations, and product features. To start, we're launching a full CLI experience, an anti-gravity SDK, native voice support with Gemini audio models, and integrations with many surfaces and platforms like Android, Firebase, and Google AI Studio. All of this is available for you to try today. But most importantly, at the core is Anti-Gravity 2.0, a new standalone desktop application that delivers fully on that original glimpse of a truly agent-optimized experience. The new Anti-Gravity is unabashedly agent-first, focusing on the core agent conversations, agent-produced artifacts, and multi-agent orchestration. The Anti-Gravity agent harness, the invisible framework for Gemini to perform real-world tasks, has become much more powerful with new core primitives such as subagents, hooks, and asynchronous task management. And underpinning all of this are the Gemini models, with Gemini 3.5 Flash having been co-optimized with the anti-gravity harness. Of course, being engineers, we were curious to see how far we could push the limits of what was possible with these agents and models. So using the new anti-gravity and Gemini 3.5 Flash, we asked our agent to take on what we consider to be a highly complex and impressive task: build a working operating system from scratch. But clearly, this isn't a real OS, unless I can play Doom. Let's take a peek and see if it works. Moment of truth. Amazing.
Can it play Doom? Yes.
That never gets old. Today, Anti-Gravity 2.0 is available globally for everyone.
Gemini 3.5 Flash is available for everyone today
Nice.
across our products and APIs.
Definitely going to check that out.
We are also excited for 3.5 Pro. We're using it internally. It's showing great improvements. I know you can't wait to get your hands on it.
That's what I was
Give us
talking
until
about.
next month to get it to you. Introducing Gemini Spark. It's your
Let him talk, man.
It's your personal AI agent that helps you navigate your digital life, taking action on your behalf and under your direction. It runs on dedicated virtual machines on Google Cloud, and it's 24/7. And yes, you can close your laptop.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Sometimes it's like everything's got to be on for it to run, and it's just so frustrating. One of the advantages Google has is they're like optimized and top of the line data centers, and that they've been developing for so long. They can't afford to give people a dedicated virtual machine and just let it run in the background as long as you want. This is very exciting. This seems like co-work on steroids, but it is a little scary and you don't want to give it too much access. Every time AI has too much access, it'll do something to fuck everything up. So this is very nice, but you got to be careful and you got to make sure that it has restricted access and only does the things you want.
It's powered by Gemini 3.5, and the Google anti-gravity harness, which allows it to perform long-running tasks easily in the background. Spark will integrate seamlessly with tools, starting with our own, and in the coming weeks with third-party tools through MCP. And you can work with Spark however is most convenient, in the Gemini app, or soon through email and chat.
So watch this. Start a few threads for me. The first one, find all the upcoming meetings with Sundar and turn them all hot pink so I don't miss them. The second one, last night I met our new neighbor, John. Write a note to him and his family, invite them to our block party because they weren't on our list originally. The third one, create a document with the top things my wife and I need to do for the kids before the end of the school year. Categorize it by deadline and priority. Make it easy to digest. I don't want to miss anything. All right, so
I'm glad they also prompted easy to digest, because I always add that to my prompts. Easy to digest, easy to understand. Write it simply. Don't over explain. Use fewer words. Just anything that will make it just easier to read. Sometimes you give a prompt to any AI and it will just spit out this huge wall of text that's going over everything. It's just you don't need it. You just need the specific thing that you asked for. And I'm glad I'm not the only one. I mean, obviously I wouldn't be the only one, but it's nice to see it live.
we'll send that in, and you can see at the speed of my voice, it's taking that one task, and it will capture all of that context as fast as I can talk. It starts out as a single thread here, and in the background, it's actually going to go through and break those down into individual tasks. Now, I can just put my phone away and get on with my day, and Spark works in the background for me. We'll check in later to see how it's doing. Because we're prioritizing safety, we're rolling out Gemini Spark deliberately.
Nice.
To trusted testers this week, and as a beta for US Google AI Ultra subscribers next week.
Nice,
We want
nice.
this new type of help to be in as many hands as possible. So to do that, we're introducing a new Ultra plan for $100 a month.
Ah, I do wonder if they're going to give it out to Pro subscribers. Pro subscribers get a decent deal, especially with the Google Drive space and the new models that are coming out and certain capabilities that free users don't have. But also, you get expanded Notebook LM so that you can fill it up with almost 300 items and really give Gemini the context of what you needed to do.
And for those of you that need maximum limits, we're dropping the price for our top-tier Ultra plan from $250 a month to $200 a month. And there's so much more to come. Later this summer, Gemini Spark will operate directly within Chrome, acting as your agentic browser across the web. It can take action on your tasks under your direction. We're also building a dedicated home base for your agents on your phone, Android Halo, which is coming later this year.
I'm excited to announce we're launching a brand new intelligent search box. This new search box puts our most powerful AI tools right at your fingertips. And you can ask across modalities with text, images, files, videos, and search reasons across them all.
You can attach things to your Google search now. That's pretty cool. Oh man, that's gonna be very, very interesting to play around with. Maybe you can like attach a document and say, okay, where is this document used? Which website is this document hosted? You can give it the context of what you want. Maybe attach a photo of your friend and say, okay, show me websites that are selling jackets like my friends. This is pretty amazing.
Now, this is the biggest upgrade to our iconic search box since its debut over 25 years ago. And it's starting to roll out today.
Yes, hey, there we
Next,
go.
we're making it even easier to continue the conversation with search, bringing AI overviews and AI mode into one seamless AI search experience.
Oh, no.
So you can flow effortlessly.
People who hate AI gonna hate this, bro. Oh, man. The more they integrate stuff and the more they combine things, the more skeptics and let's call them AI dislikers are gonna hate it. So this is gonna be interesting to see, because even at this moment, you search with Google, usually the information you want is in the AI response on top. I try to scroll down and see the links just to make sure the information is valid, and most of the time it's valid, but as we all know, it's happened before where Google's AI just gave wrong, crazy information that is just totally not true. So with Gemini 3.5, with all these abilities, I wonder how accurate Google search is going to be now.
From your question to your response on the main search results page to follow-ups in AI mode. And your context stays with you. And as your conversation gets deeper, your links and your sources get even more relevant to what you might want to explore. So you continue to get the best of AI and the best of the web. And I'm excited to share this new seamless AI search experience is live today across desktop and mobile worldwide. We're entering the era of search agents. Now to start, you can set information agents to work for you 24/7 in the background. They can find you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, and help you take action. You can spin up multiple agents in search simultaneously to get updated and make progress on all those things that matter to you. And these will work with and alongside Gemini Spark to help you get more done. Now, let's say you're apartment hunting. You can do a total.
So you have search agents that will go and search for you, and they just give you the results, like the specific results that you wanted. That's interesting, but how different is it going to be than regular search if most of the stuff is on the first page? They're going to show a use case example right now, but I'm just talking in general. I like the keep me updated stuff, and it'll remind you and is reactive to the changes that happen, and it constantly looks for changes. So that is one of the better capabilities that they gave it.
Total brain dump of what you're looking for with all your criteria, like location and natural light and availability. And your agent will continuously scan the entire web across sites, social, and forums. Or if you're a sneaker man, you can just ask to be updated when any of your favorite athletes announce sneaker collabs or drops. And it monitors everything from blogs to our shopping graph, so you don't miss out. Now, you'll be able to put information agents to work for you this summer. Just ask search to keep you updated on whatever you want to know.
We're bringing anti-gravity and the agentic coding capabilities of Gemini 3.5 Flash right into search. So search can build you the ideal format exactly for your question, completely custom on the fly. We're talking dynamic layouts, interactive widgets, entire experiences, all created.
They're really pushing for you to not leave google.com when you search. They want you to search, look at the information that's on google.com, and just leave. They want you locked in in this ecosystem. This is insane. Anti-gravity and Gemini are gonna just build you the models that you would need right then and there. That's wow.
For you. This is agentic coding at the scale of search. Let me give you an example. Say I'm a college student trying to wrap my mind around astrophysics. I can go to search now and just ask, how do black holes affect space-time? And check this out. I get this interactive visual right in the AI overview.
Wow.
Search now gets, for a concept this complex, I need to interact with it to really understand it. But this is still kind of 101. So I'm going to follow up and say, now show me how two orbiting objects, like binary black holes, create gravitational waves. Search dynamically builds a brand new interactive visual in real time, completely custom for my specific
We're living in the
question.
future, man. Holy, this actually is so useful, especially if you're trying to understand stuff on a deeper level and you learn by using, doing, and seeing versus just reading it. This actually gives you an idea of how things work. Wow. We're living in the future, man. This is incredible.
UI with anti-gravity is rolling out to search this summer for everyone, free of charge.
I am excited to announce the Universal Cart, a truly intelligent shopping cart. It works across merchants and across
She had a little bit of
services.
problem.
You'll be able to add things to your cart when you're browsing search, chatting with Gemini, watching YouTube.
What I said, they
or
don't
even
want you to
reading
leave.
your Gmail. The moment you add a product, your cart goes to work for you in the background. It finds deals, looks at price drops, gives you insights on the price history, and alerts you when something comes back in stock. It all runs on our Gemini models, so your card gets even smarter as the models improve. So just think of it as shopping with superpowers. I am excited to announce that we are rolling out the universal
Everything
card
is in
in
this
the
summer.
US
The only
across
thing we have
search and
access
the
to
Gemini app this summer with
is
YouTube
Gemini
and Gmail
3.5.
to follow.
Today, I'm excited to announce that we've completely redesigned the Gemini experience from the ground up.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. If I had so many problems with this Gemini interface. It's so lackluster and it's so barren. And it took him like 6 months to add projects. And that ended up being notebook LMs. You just add a notebook and that's your project, and your chats live in the notebook, and that considers them context. But I'm so happy they're working on this. This is pretty cool.
The moment you open it, we've greeted you with a stunning new design language we call Neural Expressive. We've added fluid animations, vibrant colors, new typography, haptic feedback throughout the app. But we all know that good design
Haptic feedback,
isn't
they
just
got
about
that
how it
from
looks.
ChatGPT.
Good design is about how it works.
How it works.
So we've involved.
Okay. Let's see. Wow. So not only you have a new notebook, you have Spark in there, daily brief, and then images and video library. Okay. So not a ton yet. Let's see what they got in store.
The entire experience. We've made it easier to discover and generate those gorgeous images, videos, and music with built-in templates that you can easily remix. And we've completely transformed the Gemini Live experience. It now opens up immediately and in line. And soon, you'll be able to pick a regional dialect that resonates with you.
You've
Give
got
it an
a right
accent.
good mix of different accents knocking about, like this one from Liverpool.
हमारे भारतवर्ष में सैकड़ों ढाल की बोली बोली जावे। इब जेमिनाई उनमें तक कई और नई बोलियां में भी बात कर सके से, जैसे अपनी धाकड़ हरियाणवी।
Meu irmão, todo brasileiro sabe que o português aqui do Rio é bem diferente.
Neural Expressive is rolling out globally on Android, iOS, and the web starting right now.
That's a little bit of it's a customization feature. I don't really care about that. If anything, I rather my AIs just spit text back to me. If they're talking to me, I'll forget what they say. At least if it's text, I could go back and read what they said, and there's a history of it. But that's pretty cool. Neural Expressive. I was hoping they would add a couple more stuff, like artifacts. But I think they want you to use anti-gravity for that.
Gemini Omni is coming right into the Gemini app for paid subscribers today. It's going to let you bring your...
You know what I'll be doing after this. Oh, man, that's awesome.
Ideas to life using any combination of text, images, and video inputs. And as I've been using it, it feels like the nano banana for video moment is here. It's never been so easy to create and edit videos. Let's look how this plays out in the real world. I want you to meet Sashu. She is working on a new song, and she wants to create a quick video teaser. So she shares the raw video. She adds some reference visuals to it. And now this is the coolest part. She can transform the style of her video, maybe even switch the camera angle to a 360-degree shot. And Gemini puts it all together for her. Let's take a look at what it looks like.
See, that's the sheen I'm talking about. It's a little too perfect. It's a little I don't know. It's something about. It's not in every image, but a lot. I mean, you guys see it obviously, but they're working to get it out. I get it, and some images are just naturally gonna have that. But it's a little, I don't know, not off-putting, but it's a little off. And I hope they can kind of fix that and make the effects a little more high quality. I mean, it's already pretty good. It's already amazing. With text, you just get all this. But it's just the stylized effect right there. Something about it is too perfect.
All done within Gemini. Google AI Plus, Pro, and Ultra subscribers around the world can try Gemini Omni today.
Let's
right
go.
In the app. The third update today is about how agents are coming to Gemini. This is a big shift for Gemini because agents don't just answer questions, they proactively work on your behalf. And to show you what this means, I want to introduce one of our newest out-of-the-box agents called the Daily Brief. It's a personalized digest that's designed to be your first stop every morning. Here's how it works. You can see here that it's synthesizing information from across my inbox, my calendar, my tasks. It's finding the most important things for me to be.
This is good if you got your freaking inbox together. I got like 8 emails, and only one of them is linked to the Gemini app, but the 7 other ones have important emails I need to access. But also, you need to have a calendar that you update frequently, or at least give access to Gemini and update that calendar frequently with Gemini. I guess this is not a bad way to kind of motivate you to get your life together. This is not a bad way to push you to use all this, and by using all this, you become a little more efficient in your day-to-day, and you start structuring your days instead of just waking up and doing whatever, go to work, come home, do whatever. That's not bad. That's not bad, but it needs so much data. It needs so much context just for it to get it right. Like that's what I don't get. For me, it would be like wake up, go to work, come home, record a video. And that's gonna be every day. And then it will be gym. And then the time blocks don't work because what if a task takes longer, right? I guess you could just ignore the time blocks or just tell it to not give it time. But you guys get what I'm saying. For professionals and people who got a lot going on, big family, important job, things of that nature, this is good. But for everyday people, that's just, you really have to set it up. And that's the one thing about AI that people don't understand. It's half of it is just setting it up. And once you set it up properly, it works beautifully. But in order to have it work beautifully, you have to put in the work first. And that's the grueling, annoying part where you got to go detail and specify what you want. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Be aware of. And I totally could forget these things like that, returning that book. It's not just summarizing the data, though. It's organizing it by topic. It's even suggesting the next step. And with this travel info, I can just take the next step right in line. All of it is super concise in this morning digest that's built for skimming. And I can't wait for you to try it out. The Daily Brief is rolling out today also to Google AI, Plus Pro and Ultra subscribers, starting right here.
Thank you. Wow.
You'll remember at the beginning of the show,
gave
we
us
sent
some
a few
stuff.
tasks off. So let's go check in on them, see how they've completed. This was our school year planning checklist, and I asked it, remember, to create a doc of all the things I didn't want to forget between now and the end of the year. And so I'll open this one up. And what's amazing about it is it takes advantage of all the Google Docs formatting. So I can immediately click in and see the checklist here for our various kids, all subdivided like this, and easily to go one by one. The date, the activity, the color coding, all integrated in one spot. Pretty incredible how much time this can save. Now, I know I've promised just 3 updates, but we have one more.
One more.
Last month, we dropped the Gemini app for Mac OS. Here it is on the screen. It's gorgeous. This was a small team that built this native app from scratch using anti-gravity. They did over 100 features in less than 100 days. Now, 2 weekends ago, we were hacking on the Mac app, and we came up with something cool, and we wanted to sneak it into the show. You all want to see it live? Yeah. All right.
All right.
So what you can do with this on Gemini on Mac OS is actually take a look at a bunch of documents like this. You'll be able to select them all and then long press the function key and just dictate the email to the kennel. So it works something like this. Hi there. I need to do a short boarding stay for my 2 dogs, Louis Cinnamon and Hank, starting this Thursday. Oh, wait, no, actually, it's this Friday. They've never stayed with you before, but they're very social dogs. And also, can you turn these files into a table with their details, allergies, recent vaccines, and make this email sound friendly so we make a good first impression? All right.
He set the email up front and then set the prompt right after. That was a little confusing. So, I mean, I hope it works out, but that was a weird way to prompt it.
I'm going to release the function key. You can see Gemini's thinking at the bottom here on this MacBook. What it's done is because I've selected those files in Finder, using its multimodal understanding, it can go through the PDF, it can go through these images of their invoices, and it's all controlled by my voice. So it can actually take all that complex information, and look at that, there it is.
Look at that.
It's got a table in line. It's also so amazing because it corrects. Remember I said Thursday, no, scratch that, Friday, and it picks up that and automatically cleans up my input. This is the power of what Gemini can do using your voice. These new voice capabilities and Gemini Spark will be coming to the Mac app this summer as well.
What about Windows?
Introducing Google Pics, a new product in Google Workspace. Pics is our image creation and editing tool that helps you create just about anything, from party flyers to infographics.
Okay.
With the creative
Wow.
controls you want.
They're coming for Canva and coming for Adobe, Canva. Holy.
Watch how easy this is. You start with a base image as your canvas. And what's really cool is that Pix understands what's in your creations and how the objects work together. You can hover
Beanie,
over an element
shoe,
and click
leg.
to remove it. Or you can resize an object to fit the frame. Once the layout is set, you can add or edit text and translate all of it with just a few clicks.
This is actually
Pretty
very
cool.
impressive. Something that you
Every
can use.
output from our creative tools, including Pix, is watermarked with Synth ID. And Pix is rolling out this summer. Take a look at this raw footage. I love how this person is walking. His presence, his pacing. Let's not change any of that. With a simple prompt and style reference, Omni allows us to transform the environment, add visual effects, and any other element, all while preserving the original performance. And now, you can even add new characters while maintaining everything else in the scene.
That's funny. So you use the guy as a reference point.
Next, let's look at our second big update, a new agent in Google Flow. Until today, Flow could only execute one prompt at a time. Now, your agent can take multiple actions all at once. Starting with just a single image, I can ask the agent to help me find the best camera angles for this scene. It analyzes what's happening in the image, concepts the most compelling angles.
16 videos.
And then, boom, a single image becomes 16 unique videos.
Play them. Play that. Wow.
The agent can also handle large-scale edits, like transforming all of the scenes from early morning to late at night. Its understanding of context is precise. The desert sky goes completely dark, and the headlights turn on, illuminating the dust. It's a true collaborator, helping you create and edit at scale. Our next update is Flow Tools. Now you can vibe code any creative tool you could think of, right in Flow. Custom built by you for your unique creative process. Like designing video effects, hand-drawn animations, or layering text. You can start building, sharing, and remixing tools today.
Oh,
Google Flow
wow.
Music brings the same creative control to
Wow.
help artists create original songs. For months.
Hold up. This is going a little too fast. This is incredible. This is something I can see everybody using. And if you don't even generate anything, you'll just go through all these and find the most useful ones and the ones that fit your needs. Wow. I mean, Google's coming out with the big guns, man. Holy. I mean, I wonder what the other companies are going to do. I wonder what OpenAI, Anthropic, and, XAI, I wonder what they're going to do. Google's coming out with all sorts of different tools and ways to use AI. And basically what they want to do is not only spread it across the workspace, but make it so that everything works naturally and there is minimal friction between everything. They're emphasizing on agents a lot. So I guess that the idea is you're gonna trust your agents to do stuff. And in the morning, you wake up, you go to your daily brief. Oh, I'm not gonna do that, but okay. You wake up, you go to your daily brief, and from your daily brief, you assign tasks to your agents. You have a search agent that's looking for tickets. You have a builder agent that's gonna work on whatever project you had from the night before. It's gonna give you a status update and keep working. And you personally are gonna have minimal interactions with the web, and everything is curated for you by your agent. This is a good way to reduce your screen time because you just use AI and agents to plan everything, and you spend less time planning things and confirming through your phone, through your computer, and you spend more time either doing work or doing what you want. It's very interesting the way they're rolling this out. It's across the board, but it's across the board and deep. It's not just you can give a prompt and it will give you a text generation in your email or whatever. It's all agentic. It goes deep. They work together. Spark is gonna talk to the search agents, and you can send your pictures to your drive and have Omni generate a video from them, and all of that in your Gemini app right there. And not to mention search, right? They turned search into a whole different monster. And I want to see what the public reaction to it is. Everybody uses Google. I don't want to say everybody. 99% of people use Google. But they've been pretty unhappy with the performance. And it's hard to find the links to the things you're exactly looking for. With all these changes, this is going more in a different direction than regular users are going to want it. So it'll be interesting to see what the public's reaction is, and will they roll some of these back or change them in a way where it's not as intrusive and you still have a classic Google search available. They're changing a lot in one go, and they're basically reshaping all of their services while also offering a vast new world of more services and more abilities that you can have. And as we talked about before, they want Google to be your only place when you go on the web. They don't even want you to go anywhere else. You need images, we got you. You need video, we got you. You need research, we got you. You need shopping, we got you. Find me a use case that Gemini can't do at this point, unless it's like very, very deep, specific type of work that you would have to do with a certain software or whatever. The rest of it, they want you to use Gemini. They want you to use Google tools only.
Sharing, and remixing tools today. Google Flow Music brings the same creative control to help artists create original songs. For months, one of our teammates had a piano riff in his head. Let's listen to his original recording. It's a cool foundation.
What the hell?
But he wanted to turn it into a demo to guide his band. So he recorded his piano into Flow Music and prompted it for an R&B direction with a female vocal to inspire his band singer. Let's take a listen.
If I'm not on display, tell me why would I try to fly?
Not bad, but I don't know. I'm still not sold on AI music. It seems a little bit, well, I guess the point is why, right? Just like with AI movies, why? That's one thing I don't want is artificial movies and music. I'd rather they empower musicians and artists to make more stuff instead of trying to replace them. And I understand they don't want to say we're going to replace real music, and they said, oh, it's a demo to inspire your band, but we know what people are going to use it for. They're going to flood Spotify. I mean, as if it isn't already flooded. They're going to flood Spotify and all these streaming services, music streaming services with their AI generated bands. And as the technology gets better and better, you either will need human curators that curate playlists whose artists are all human only, or your art that curator and you go buy your vinyl albums, you go buy your CDs, and you keep the experiences of enjoying art and music and movies in IRL. So you basically step back from everything being digital and you keep it in IRL. Not to say they're not going to infiltrate real life. We'll see how successful that is. AI generated vinyl, I don't see that selling one single copy, but who knows? Maybe there's going to be a crazy development in all this.
Now, this isn't his final track, but it helped his band decide what to record next.
Exactly. They're trying to find excuses.
All of these features in Google,
they don't want to say we're going to replace musicians.
And Google Flow Music are available today.
Today, I'm excited to announce that our first audio glasses will arrive this fall.
This is crazy. They're coming for Meta, man. They're coming for Meta. They see Meta, and they understand Meta's not doing much with their AI models, and they're doing most of their business with their glasses. It's not most of their business, obviously, but most of the waves Meta's making. The most positive, not the most newsworthy item about Meta is their glasses, and it's been constantly in the news. We even watched a video on it, and Google is coming for that too. They want to take over. They don't want you to leave Google, man. They want you locked down in that ecosystem, as if you weren't already locked down pretty much. You got to try really hard not to use Google products in this day and age. They make it so convenient, so easy. Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, those three already so good. YouTube, boom, right there. Search, like global search, boom. And now they want you to bring Google with you wherever you go. Not that it's always been in your phone, but you can put your phone away, you can put it in your pocket, but they want Google right here, as close to you as possible.
They are designed to give you all-day help with Gemini that is spoken into your ear privately rather than shown on a display. And these glasses let you stay hands-free and heads up for things like listening to music, taking photos, making calls, or tapping into your phone apps, all without reaching for your pocket. And yes, they're going to pair with both Android and iOS devices.
Yes!
These are the first two.
I will say, I like that initiative. I will say, the way they're making it is, they're trying to dissuade you to be on your screen too much. And they're pushing the talking and listening, and they want you to just kind of keep it moving and keep it fast. However, with moving fast, you'll lose accuracy. So I want to see how well these glasses perform and how accurate everything is. I think the idea is you have the glasses on, somebody emails you, it'll tell you who emailed you, and it'll read it. And it won't tell you like the spam emails or the marketing emails. It'll filter out the emails to the individuals that you want to be notified of, right? You email your doctor, you email your friend, you were waiting for like a specific update on the website. And as you go about your day, the glasses just inform you that, hey, this is available without you looking in your pocket.
Designs of a bigger collection that's coming this fall. Okay, you know what time it is now. Who's up for a live demo?
No pulling out my phone. All I have to do now is ask. Hey, can you navigate me to the place I met my friend Gianna at last week?
Hey, Nishta. I've set your route to the Redwood Grove Nature Preserve from last week's hike. Want to add a stop on the way to grab your afternoon cold brew?
Yes, Gemini. I would love that.
Okay, I'm starting walking navigation with a stop at Koopa Cafe. Turn around and head towards Bill Graham Parkway.
With glasses, you can allow maps to further understand your context and what's in front of you. So you get detailed directions like the coffee shop is coming up on your right. Speaking
Wow, I don't buy that. That part, I gotta see it to believe it. And I see it repeatedly and put it through the ringer. It's one thing to just say it's gonna navigate you. It's another thing to actually be navigated to there. If you're like in a big city or you're walking around, I constantly felt the need to look at my phone and look at my Google Maps just to make sure I'm going the right way. This is incredible for ensuring that you're going the right way without looking at your phone, and you'll be more aware of what's around you. But at the same time, how accurate is it? We're coming back to this accuracy problem a lot. And it's not a problem, it's just a question for me right now is how accurate is this feature? How accurate are these new features that are coming out? And do they stand the test of long context? Like your life. They have to understand your life. Your life is more than 2 million tokens. So how are they going to address that issue? How are they going to address the AI memory issue?
Speaking of coffee, Nishta, do you want to show how Gemini Intelligence can allow you to order that cold brew up ahead?
That's a really good idea. Gemini, can you actually put my usual order in at that coffee shop we just talked about?
Sure, I'll order you a nitro cold brew for pickup from Koopa Cafe on DoorDash.
So on the screen behind me, you can actually see Nishta's phone that's in her pocket. Gemini is able to launch apps like DoorDash, then click through all the different option screens automatically to order her coffee.
I guess this is nice if the place doesn't have their own website and their own pickup system, but other than that, man, I would have wanted to order through DoorDash. And I'm just being nitpicky here. This is amazing. This is incredible. So I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea that says I'm just being a negative Nancy. But I want to see, does it check the website first? Does it check if the place has a website? Does it check if that website has a pickup option? And how accurately can it put the order in for you? Because it's not just nitro cold brew, right? It'll be if you want it with foam. It will be if you want extra sugar, extra cream. It'll be all these different modifiers that you got to add. And is it going to find it on the website? Is it going to add it to the notes section? We'll see, man. We'll see. There's going to be, oh man, this is incredible stuff, but it's also a little overwhelming to just release all this. I understand why they did it. This is a show of force. This is showing OpenAI and Anthropic. Google's showing OpenAI and Anthropic. We have a vast ecosystem, and Gemini is in everything, and it can pretty much access everything here. And it's a show of force to say our AI is not only a chatbot, but also all of this. OpenAI and Claude, to a certain point, do some of these things, but it's not as vast and detailed as Gemini. You have to constantly give it access to everything. You have to build MCP servers for this specific thing and that specific thing, right? But if your workflow, if your workspace, if your life is intertwined with Google's ecosystem, and you have your pictures on there, you have your files on there, your emails through there, obviously your search is there, and you're using Gemini, and you're watching YouTube, so your YouTube history is there. You use Google Maps, so all your map history is there. And who knows, maybe it can go through your contacts and stuff like that too. So that'll be very interesting to see how OpenAI and Claude, how OpenAI and Anthropic are going to respond. Because this is a lot more than just, hey, our model is better and has access to a few more things. This is an overhaul of how Gemini operates.
And in a moment, it's going to be ready for Nishta's confirmation.
I have prepared your order for the nitro cold brew from Koopa Cafe. Would you like to confirm?
Yes, please. And add a tip for 20% too. Hey, Gemini, any important messages I miss?
Yes. Your family group chat decided to meet for dinner at 7 today. And there is a reminder to say your daily affirmations. You are strong, you are confident.
Okay, we'll do those affirmations a bit later. But why don't you add that dinner to my calendar?
Sure. I'll add an event for family dinner at 7 p.m. to your calendar, right after your team celebration.
So, we saw how glasses work on your phone, but what about when they attach to your watch to give you a glanceable display?
It's not a Google I/O without an audience selfie, but we're going to do it with a twist this time. Can everyone strike their favorite pose? Gemini, take a photo of this amazing audience, but turn it into a cartoon and add a big blimp in the sky that says Google I/O 2026 on it in fun colors.
Everyone strike a pose. Okay, if this goes well, everyone go bananas in the audience because Nano Banana on glasses is just awesome. And just in a few seconds, you'll even see that seamless preview on her watch any second now.
They connected everything.
Here we go.
They connected everything. They want everything connected. Wow. Wow. This is the future. If I didn't think we would get to this point this fast, but wow. Everything's connected, has access to everything, and it's a little scary. It's a little dangerous for AI to have this much access to everything. And the more sensitive information you have, the more at risk you are of your information leaking. So I mean, this is all exciting, but I'm not going to forget the security risks.
AGI is now on the horizon, and it will be the most profound and impactful technology
I don't know about that.
ever invented. If built right, it could propel human progress and flourishing beyond our imaginations. We're in a moment of immense promise, but also enormous responsibility.
This is just an ad for Google that says, hey, we're going to have AGI. This is because if you speak in buzzwords and don't show us anything, how can we take this serious?
Important that we are clear-eyed about the potential challenges and use all the tools at our disposal to ensure the safety of our agentic systems and ultimately
That's what I was talking
AGI
about.
itself. One area of risk that has gained a lot of attention recently is cybersecurity. Google has invested in this area for decades, and we're bringing our frontier capabilities and deep expertise to help secure the world's code bases. We have tools like our code security agent, CodeMender, which automatically finds and fixes critical software vulnerabilities. Today, we're inviting a select group of experts to test a new CodeMender API, and we'll be launching it more broadly soon.
Nice.
I'm excited to announce Gemini for Science, which brings together a number of powerful AI tools to help accelerate research.
This is like OpenAI for health, but it's slightly in a different direction. They're trying to optimize the model to, I guess it's a different model that'll be more scientific. Let's see.
Gemini can already assist in solving complex problems, but our new labs prototypes streamline daily scientific tasks. Whether it's staying on top of newly published papers, transforming research goals into usable code, or generating new hypotheses. Another powerful tool for science is simulation. AI simulations are going to be critical for understanding and predicting dynamic systems that are simply too complex to model directly today. An amazing example of this is Alpha Earth Foundations. It's the closest thing we have to a digital twin of the planet that could help address problems like deforestation and food security. I've always believed the #1 application of AI should be to improve human health. At Isomorphic Labs, we're modeling molecular interactions to massively accelerate the development of new medicines, supported by leading industry partners. We're now in preclinical stage with multiple projects, including potential treatments for immune disorders and cancer. Our mission is to reimagine the drug discovery process with the goal of one day solving all disease. Something that would have seemed impossible just a few years ago, but I truly believe is now.
I mean, it still is.
Google's
I don't want to rain on your
parade,
parade, but
will help unlock AGI's incredible potential for the benefit of the entire world. When we look back at this time, I think we will realize that we were standing in the foothills of the singularity. It will be a profound moment for humanity. This technology will be a force multiplier for human ingenuity and usher in a new golden age of scientific discovery and progress, improving the lives of everyone, everywhere. We look forward to building the future with all of you. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of Google I/O.
Interesting. Thank you to our friends at The Verge. They put together this awesome supercut of everything announced. What do you guys think? We were yapping. I was yapping for a little too long, and I wanted to brain dump on the new Google I/O presentation. What did you guys think? Let me know down below. What are you most excited for? Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Radio out.